In a faraway jungle where trees touched the sky and rivers whispered secrets, lived a small, fluffy cat named Mimi. She wasn't like the other animals. Mimi was shy, quiet, and often afraid. She would often watch the other animals from a distance, admiring their bravery and wishing she could be like them. But one day her courage changed everything. It was a day that started like any other, but it would end with Mimi becoming a hero. One morning the jungle was in chaos. The birds were chirping loudly, the monkeys were swinging frantically from tree to tree, and the deer were running in all directions. A sly fox named Rizo, known for his cunning tricks and mischievous grin, had captured a baby bird, Chiku, who was the joy of the jungle, and locked her in his den. The den was dark and eerie, a place no one dared to enter. The animals were desperate to help, but fear held them back. They gathered together, whispering and worrying, but no one had a plan. But no one dared to face Rizo. He was clever, quick and frightening. Mimi stood quietly, her heart aching for little Chiku. She remembered how Chiku would sing the sweetest songs every morning, bringing joy to everyone. Her heart ached for little Chiku. She couldn't bear the thought of the baby bird being scared and alone. Her mother's words echoed in her mind. Bravery isn't about being the strongest. Bravery isn't about being the strongest. It's about doing what's right even when you're scared. These words had always stayed with her, but she had never truly understood their meaning until now. It's about doing what's right even when you're scared. Gathering all her courage, Mimi stepped forward. She felt a surge of determination, a feeling she had never experienced before. "I will rescue Chiku," she said. Her voice was small but firm. The animals couldn't believe it. They had always seen Mimi as the quiet, timid cat who stayed in the background. "You, but you're so small!" a monkey exclaimed. With trembling paws but a determined heart, Mimi approached Rizo's den. She knew this was her moment to prove herself. The sly fox smirked at her arrival. He had never seen Mimi as a threat. Well, a little cat, what do you want?" he sneered. His eyes gleamed with amusement. "I've come to take Chiku back. Let her go." Mimi's voice was steady even though her heart was pounding. "I've come to take Chiku back. Let her go," she repeated, standing her ground. "And why should I do that?" Rizo asked, his voice dripping with sarcasm. Mimi thought quickly. She knew she had to outsmart him and came up with a clever plan. She remembered how fast she could climb trees, a skill she had practiced in secret. She challenged Rizo to a race around the big banyan tree. "If I win, you let Chiku go," she said. Around the big banyan tree, the tree was ancient and massive with branches that stretched out like giant arms. "A race, ha! You'll never beat me. Let's do it." Rizo dashed ahead, confident of his victory. He was known for his speed and agility, but Mimi had a plan. While Rizo ran, she climbed the banyan tree. She knew the tree like the back of her paw. She climbed the banyan tree with agility and grace, using her small size to her advantage, and leapt from branch to branch, taking a shortcut. "You cheated!" Rizo shouted, but Mimi didn't stop. "A deal is a deal, Rizo. Let Chiku go." Mimi returned with Chiku, and the animals cheered. They couldn't believe their eyes. They realized that bravery wasn't about size or strength. It was about heart and cleverness. From that day, the jungle was filled with stories of Mimi's bravery. It was about heart and cleverness. From that day, Mimi was known as the bravest cat in the jungle. She became a symbol of courage and hope. Mimi was known as the bravest cat in the jungle. She wore her new title with pride, but she never let it change her humble nature. And though she sometimes felt scared, she knew true courage meant acting despite her fear. She continued to help others, always ready to stand up for what was right. She knew true courage meant acting despite her fear. So, remember, no matter how small you feel, your bravery can make a big difference. No matter how small you feel, your bravery can make a big difference. Mimi's story spread far and wide, inspiring animals in jungles everywhere. Your bravery can make a big difference. If Mimi can do it, so can you. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. If Mimi can do it, so can you. Like this story? Share it with your friends and family to spread the message of courage and determination. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring tales. Each story brings a new lesson and a new hero, and subscribe for more inspiring tales. Remember, every act of bravery, no matter how small, can make a big difference in the world. Like, subscribe and share Nuggets by Dr. Priyanka. Stay tuned for more adventures and stories that warm the heart and inspire the soul.